Hi kids, so good to see you again. I hope you've had a great week. Are you ready for school to start? So exciting. We have Jesus with us again this morning. Do you remember last week when Miss Peggy was outside and then we came back here and read a story and we were talking about places to find God? And it reminded me of the story of Moses and the burning bush. I thought maybe we should read that story today because that was a pretty cool story. This one's from the Bible, from the kids' Bible. And there's some pictures. There's Moses tending his sheep, and there's the bush. We'll read this one. Moses was watching his sheep in a hot, dry desert, and suddenly he saw a very strange sight. Flames of fire came from a bush, but the bush did not burn up. Moses squinted his eyes, and he looked one way, and then he looked the other. He looked all around the bush. "Moses, Moses," said a voice. Moses was scared. "Here I am," he said. "Take off your shoes," the voice thundered. "The place you are standing is holy ground." Moses kicked off his sandals, keeping his eye on the burning bush the whole time. "I am the God of your fathers," the voice said. Moses hid his face. He was afraid to look at God. I'd be afraid too, wouldn't you? "I have heard my people crying in Egypt," God said. "My people are hurting, and I have come to save them." Wow, thought Moses. How will God do this? "Go," God said. "I am sending you to Pharaoh to ask him to let my people go." "Me?" said Moses. "Who am I to go to Pharaoh? Who am I to lead your people?" He threw himself down on the ground before God, but he kept one eye on the burning bush. "I will be with you," God said. Moses trusted God, and he was willing to do everything God said. God gave Moses the words and the power he needed to talk to Pharaoh and lead the people out of Egypt. Wow, what a message from God, huh? Look, here's Moses laying down in front of the burning bush. He was so afraid, wasn't he? But at the same time, he trusted God, and he knew that God would help him and lead him on the right path. You know, we don't all see a burning bush. We don't all get to talk to God that way. And God doesn't have maybe such scary jobs for us, but God has jobs for us to do. God has messages to give us, and we just have to be ready to listen to those when they happen. You know, it can happen anytime, any place. Like I said last week, I like to talk to God when I'm working with my horses. But maybe there's different ways that you can talk to God. Maybe if you're outside playing and your friends have run off and done something for themselves without you and you're sitting there just thinking, maybe that might be a good time to talk to God. Or maybe it's when you're in your bed at night, or any time that you're alone, or any time that you're with your family. At the dinner table is a great time to talk to God. And always be ready to listen, because God has things to say to you. God has a plan for you. You're very important. God knows you, and he knows your name, and he knows what's inside of you, which is pretty important, because sometimes not everybody can see that, but God always knows. So trust in God, listen for God, and be sure and talk to God and tell him how you feel. I hope you have a wonderful week and have so much fun next week with your new school teachers and all your new books and things like that. I'll miss you. Talk to you soon. Bye.